Happy New Year, everyone. This is the first episode of the decade. Very exciting, although it's still me talking from my studio flat, but still very excited. I'm Angie S, the founder of angies.com, where I am a health coach. You can come on over, have a look. Link is in the show notes. And if you want to work with me, get in touch. It's all on there. And if you have any questions, please get in touch. And I am now somehow doing this podcast, which is just so much fun. So I wanted to start off with this. Sometimes doing this podcast really feels like a gamble. The thing is, I love doing this, and I have such a curious nature. I love being able to interview the guests that I'm interviewing, and I have some exciting ones lined up as well very, very soon. So all of this is so much fun for me. I really love it. And so it's that, and also it's giving me the right amount of feeling scared because of some of the topics being a bit risque. I share a lot more than I ever have before. I used to be a very private person up until about 2.5 years ago. But, wanting to have conversational style podcast means that there has to be a balance in the conversation. And if someone can relate to what I say, then hopefully it will help them too. And one thing that drives me, like as cheesy as this sounds, is empowering others. And so me being private does not trump empowering others. And so that's the new balance that's taking place. So that's like this gamble, and I sometimes think about things I've said or what I'm about to say, because I do have a day job. And, there is always the risk that one day they turn around and say, well, that was really off-brand for the company, and now you have to choose. And the thing is, my choice is already made. By the way, no one's asked me. No one's asked me to choose yet. And that thought of them asking me to choose, which, is hypothetical, scares me, because my choice is already made. And that scares me because I'm not earning jack shit. I'm not earning jack shit with this yet, but I cannot not do something that gives me so much pleasure. Like, it has expanded me as a person. My guests have opened my eyes on so many things. And I'm sorry, the office job, the day job, the office job cannot ever give me that. Nor can I have the same impact in my day job. So no way. I cannot be fooling myself there. And for good reasons, I respect the environment I'm in. They pay me to be there. So I have to respect it as much as I can. But if someone asks me to choose between money and being myself here with all of you, my answer is you. My answer is this. And I cannot ignore it. So I guess I'm going to have to start making sure that I get some sponsorships. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess, as well. I don't know how worried I would be about this whole thing if I had 10 sponsors lined up to just pay me to advertise about things that I love. I would love for She Thinks, for example, to sponsor me. I mean, anyway, so things like that. But so I guess I just wanted to say, this is a gamble, but I feel like it's a healthy gamble. I'm definitely scared sometimes. Definitely. But a good scared. But a weird scared. Yeah, that's that. By the way, if you want to nominate a guest that you'd love for me to interview here on the podcast, please let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram, reach out via the website. There's a contact button on there at the bottom of the page. Or send an email to podcast@angie-s.com. I mean, all the links are in the show notes anyway, as per usual. And also, I just really want to say, thank you so much for all your reviews last year, all of your love towards me, and actually listening to this every week. This has made a Like, it has just made me really happy that actually people are even interested in listening to this. Like, because I feel like that some of the guests have just been so amazing. And so it just makes me really, really happy that I can share this with you all. And yeah, so I just want to say thank you so much for your support. So this brings me to today's episode. I had an idea because, ladies, I really want us to start off this year strong. And I wanted to start off much better than my date last night. Okay. I mean, I was still affected by it today. I was like I was just feeling so, like icky. So I decided to make a poll and I asked women this question. What dating tips would you give to your male friends? And I said, I'll start. Number 1, good hygiene. Good hygiene. Wash your hair, guys. I'm looking at you from across the table being gross and I can't get on that bus. That ride. We were not on the bus. We're definitely not on the bus. But anyway, good hygiene. Check your hair, your nails, your teeth, your breath. Don't shop with like greasy hair, unkept. Ugh. And then please clean clothes. You're a guy. Like, you don't even have to blow dry, no nail polish, no makeup, no waxing. Okay, some of you wax. But you can literally wear t-shirt and jeans and get away with it. So honestly, just jump in that shower. And before I carry on with the list, this is like a little gift, a little treat I wanted to give myself and to you ladies. So please, gents who are listening, the men who are listening, if you already know all of this, I love you. But if you want to pass this on to some guys who do not know those things, please share it, because I just want us all to have a really good year here and let's have fun dating. So now I'm going to read out all the submissions that I've received. Some of them actually came back a few times. A few people had the same ones. So I've just sort of narrowed down all the ones that came through, not repeating them. So first of all, thank you so much for submitting them all. So, okay, number 2. So 1 was good hygiene. Number 2, that should actually be number 1. Number 2, be single. Yes, I second that one. Be single. I can't believe we even have to say it. And I'll even add something to this. If you are still texting your so-called ex every single day, you're not single to me, because you're still very emotionally attached to her. So don't come sniffing around if that's the case. Like, so unless you have kids, then really, why are you texting her every day? I think she thinks you're together. So that's my thought. Number 3, someone sent this. Don't wear gym shoes unless they're worth $200 or $300. I never thought of that, but I guess it has a little bit of that geezer look, which is kind of hot, but at the same time, it's a bit like a man child, like the Peter Pan syndrome. Like, it's hot in your 20s, but I mean, I'm 41 now. I guess maybe I don't need you to be ready to like just run out of the bar because I said something wrong. You don't need your gym shoes. Just wear hard soles. Do you not say that? Hard soles in English? Just like, hard soles. Anyway. Number 4. Be interested in her. Don't make it a one-man show. Yes. I'll definitely second that one too. And actually, my date last night, not only was he so, I don't know, I don't want to be mean, but the hygiene was just not there, like really not there. It was really gross. Anyway, with the conversation, I could not interject for the life of me. I was trying to interject because I was interested, okay? And he was literally telling me to shut up. Well, he didn't say those words, because I would have just like stood up and walked away. But I could not. So I just had to sit there in silence for like, I don't know how long. And I'm a chatterbox, you know it. I'm a chatterbox. So, yeah. Number 5. Now, this is going to divide the room. Number 5, pay for the first date, no matter how much you're not interested in her. Do you know what? Yeah, if you ask the woman out, I'm definitely very old school like that now. Just, you know, just if you're not interested in her, you just have to take her out for a drink, 2 max, and then you make your excuses and go. No reason why you are asking her to Venmo you money for the drink. So can you Venmo me £10.50? Just don't do it. It's not a good look. Number 6. Okay, someone said, compliment her outfit and something about her to show appreciation for her efforts. Dude, that's interesting because I had to think twice about this one. I was like, do I agree or do I not agree? And I guess because, but actually it turns out I agree. Because as much as I don't actually ever go on dates and now thinking, oh, I need to have a compliment before I leave. Like I never think this way. Not anymore anyway. I don't think this way. Like I've just become so much more confident now. But it is actually really lovely when the guy turns one and says, you look really lovely, or you look nicer than your pictures, for the online dating. You look nicer than your pictures, or you just, you look really, something, just a nice thing, or your hair look nice, whatever it is. Even say, like you're funny or that's interesting. It's just something lovely. Because I don't know. The thing is, I think women could do that too. I mean, I'd definitely like to also say, that's actually a tip for women now. But let's say you're going on a date and it's the first date and the guy is, nervous, or maybe he doesn't show you he's nervous, but they're usually a little bit nervous. If you like the place, say it. Just say, that's a really great choice. Like they need a bit of validation too, the guys, just make them feel a little bit like they've made what they've chosen to take you out of was a really great choice. And then they start to relax a little bit. They can go, oh, okay, cool. Okay, I don't have to worry about that. That's fine. Okay, so that was number 6. Number 7. Oh, by the way, in case you wonder how many there are 19. So some of you have logged off now. Okay, number 7, open doors and pull out chairs. Okay, so I have a thing to say about this. I love that too. But some women will snap at guys for doing that. They don't like it. So it's a real minefield for you guys sometimes. So I don't blame you. I think open doors, come on now. But I mean, some women really hate it. So I think it's one of those, you can't expect the guy to open doors. I cannot expect you guys to do it. But if it's in your nature, just do it. I think at the end of the day, do what's you. Because if you enjoy opening doors and pull out chairs for the ladies, and the girl really doesn't like it, maybe you're not a match. Maybe there's some core value issues there, because actually it's not just about opening the doors and pull out the chairs. We know that that we can do that ourselves. That is not even the question. So maybe just do it. If that's what you enjoy doing, do it. And if you don't like opening a door for the lady and you just prefer the door to be smacking back into her face, or if you want her to open the door for you each time, do that. And maybe she's on board with that, So again, that one is not a definite, but for me, that would definitely do the trick. And I've got a lot of my girlfriends I know would love that too. Number 8 for dating, spending time together, building connection. I think that enters more into the realm of relationship a bit more. But yeah, when you're dating, you have to build connection. So, do activities, go bowling, go for walks, don't just always do restaurant, dinner, and a movie, jazz up a little bit, because that's how you build a connection, go places where you can laugh and things like that. Number 9, don't push for sex. And I really like to actually add something to this one. The more you push for sex, the less we want it. We know that when we're ready, you're most likely ready too. Okay? Unless you waited too long and now you're over it and you resent her. But yeah, don't push for it, because you're putting us in a position where we almost have to be prudish or cold or seeming uninterested, when most likely we really fancy the pants out of you, and now you've ruined it and you make us be the boring one, or that we have to now start to prove something that we're not cold. It's just annoying. Just don't push for sex. Let it evolve naturally, okay? If she wants to come home with you, she will. That's it. Okay. 10, being considerate. Notice if my drink needs topping up. That made me laugh. That's one submission, okay? That's the same person. Being considerate, notice if my drink needs topping up, if I'm cold, and that I want coffee in the morning. Okay, consider it, yes. Notice if my drink is topping up? Yes, actually, yeah. Yes, for sure. Come on now. You're like, do you want to do you want to have another drink? And then you can decide if you want to, if the girl is paying or you are paying. But just that, just notice, on the first date, definitely you have to be making the move, noticing her drink is down. I would say that. If I'm cold, that made me laugh because, I think if I'm cold, I have my own clothes with me, so I think I'm fine. But if you are sat in a restaurant by the main door and it's like dead of the winter, maybe not the right table, but I don't really know. I'm not expecting you to be looking after my temperature. Oh, but the one thing I definitely like about what she said was that I want coffee in the morning, like the next morning. So yes, come on, guys. Do we even need to be mentioning this? And it looks like it does, because are you guys having girls over, not offering them a drink or even a snack in the morning? That's savage. Guys, you know how we love a nice hot drink in the morning and we love a snack. Like, that's one of our love language. And I don't even think that was featured in the book, I think. They can add that. Snack. Snack is our love language. Just offer the woman a drink in the morning. Come on now. It's simple. Not even a glass of water? What's wrong with you? That is savage. Come on now. Okay, so number 11, she said 2 things. 1, clean your toilet before you have a woman coming over. And 2, no unsolicited dick pics. Yes and yes. I second both of those. So number 1, definitely don't have like a smelly toilet. Just clean it. If you don't know how to clean it, get a cleaner. I do have a tip for you. If you live like in a hard water area, then you may get this like a scale building up very quickly in your toilet. And so it's like brown deposit at the bottom, and it's, it's the scale or whatever you call it. It took me the longest time to figure this trick out, but basically what you can do, and is the easiest way to remove it, for me anyway, is you get a descaler. So usually they come in liquid form, and it's the same thing that you use to descale your kettle or your, to descale your kettle and things like that. So just pour it in the morning, go away for work, come back in the evening, and just put on some really big gloves, use a sponge, and then you can just literally really easily scrub it off. And that's it. I tried so many different things. I was struggling with this in London for the longest time in my flat. And now it's completely white. It's fine. So that's a great tip for you guys. Yeah, and the dick pics, don't do it. Don't do it unless you're in a relationship and you're both playing around and it's like, you both agree to it, consenting to it. Don't send random people your pictures of your dick. That's just weird. I'm really lucky that just doesn't happen to me. I'm going to touch wood that it still doesn't. But yeah, I don't get it. Just don't do it. And if you think maybe you look at the girl's picture, let's say you're online dating, and you think she's going to like it, in doubt, just don't send it. If she wants to see it, she'll probably ask you. I know some girls who will outright ask because they want to see the goods before meeting you. So if she asks and you want to, go for it. But honestly, if she wants to see it, she'll let you know. Just go by that rule. You don't want to start getting arrested left, right, and center over here. Okay. So, number 12, don't lead anyone on. Yes, I like that. And that also means don't overpromise, only overdeliver. By the way, that's what I say. And the second thing she said was be consistent. So that came up a few times for some people. And I get it. I used to feel the same way. But I think now with that approach to dating, you may make someone feel like they're at school. So I'm not sure about this one, because consistency sort of goes against accepting that a relationship evolves and changes. So you can't expect that same person to court you as intensely for the whole duration of the relationship. That was something that we spoke about with Catherine Bejanayan in a few episodes back. So you also have to admit that everyone can have an off day. Like us guys, they get exhausted too. They get in a bad mood too. And so I think maybe wanting consistency all the time it's a sign of maybe like wanting to control someone and clinging to the past. And that sounds really harsh, but I think I used to be very strong as well on like, I want a person to be consistent, but actually, are you consistent every single day too? I'm not consistent every day in everything that I do. So I can't expect that of someone else. But if you are someone who's always consistent and that's something that's really important to you, maybe you need to find someone that's as consistent as you. So that was my 2 cents on that. And the other thing that same person said was appreciate her, touch base with her, even if you can't hang out, but just so she knows everything's okay. Don't ghost, be honest. Now, I like to add to that thing with the honesty. Just don't know if I'm having a bad hair day. I know I have a bad hair day. Don't need to tell me. That's fine. That's actually one of my fears of living with someone, because they will see how much I let myself down with my hair. Like when they're clean, but it's just up in a ponytail. It's just, I don't have time. Yeah, anyway. So, number 13. A little bit of a recap for number 12, but what she says was, don't fade slowly or ghost her. Like, wish her well if you don't feel it's a match. She'll appreciate that. I agree, and I think it sort of demands guts as well, because nowadays it's so easy to ghost, So, number 14, be genuine. We don't all want the same thing, so don't assume that we do. Be honest about what you want. Be honest about what you want. It always works out for the better. I think that's true. But you have to also give room for people to change their minds. So especially if people want to have kids or don't want to have kids, sometimes that changes. Sometimes that's completely set in stone because they have very strong ideas and reasons around it. So, but I think, yeah, if you definitely like want to live out in the middle of nowhere till you're 99, but the other person wants to just live in the city, in like the city center, zone 1, don't pretend you want the same thing, because that's going to be an issue when you move in together. Number 15. Okay, I love this submission, but okay. Make her laugh, be fun, yet listen and be present. Now, that's the holy grail there. If you fancy each other and you're making her laugh and you're fun and you listen and you're present, oh my God, you're the holy grail. But I just want to say this, like, because many men make me laugh, okay? A lot of my male friends are hilarious, okay? A lot of them just take the piss out of me all the time. Like, I'm one of the guys, and it's just, I laugh so hard, okay? But I don't fancy them. I'm one of the guys, and I wanted to stay that way. But I think if you can find a guy with who you can laugh with, oh my God, don't let go, girl. Do not let go. Okay, number 16, for the man again, have compassion for her feelings, validate them. So, have compassion for her feelings, yes. Validate them? I'm not sure. Maybe I misunderstand the term, but for me, if they are not, what's the word? If the feeling she or he has is completely unjustified and unfounded, and they've just been triggered over something, or they're overreacting, or they're acting like a spoiled child or something, or if they're being completely entitled, like they're being a spoiled brat, I'm not sure I want to validate that, because that's making you wrong and them right, when actually it's not about that. You can, like, I'm like, if someone's being entitled, I'm not going to validate that and say, yeah, you should be entitled. I'm not going to do that. I think as far as I would go is like, I'll say, I understand why it may seem this way, but it was not my intention. And I'm sorry I made you feel upset. Like, I'm really sorry that upset you. That's the last thing I want to do. Not my intention. But that was not what was happening. Like, we can talk this out. That's what I say. Because otherwise, you're almost telling the other person that, yeah, that is what I was trying to make you feel. That was my intention, to hurt you, when it wasn't. If it wasn't your intention, if someone's genuine and cares for you, of course they don't want to upset you, and they'll be upset to upsetting you, even when even when you're acting entitled. So yeah, like, obviously, like, I would apologize, for upsetting someone, but only validate really when you're really in the wrong. You're like, actually, yeah, like, I overstepped the line, or that was wrong of me. I'm not going to do that again. I'm really sorry. But I think to generalize with one stroke, always validate someone, I don't know, because that is also how you create mini monsters, I believe, I think, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah. Okay. So number 17, make sure your actions and words match. Now, unfortunately, I feel like it's a big ask, but that is one of my favorite, actually. I really love a man whose action and words match. That, to me, is like, you have no idea how much of a turn on it is and how much of a letdown when people are all words and no actions. You have no idea, like, how much, like, respect you lose from the woman. Like, guys, honestly, just under promise, over deliver. That will literally, like, that will make your life so much easier with us women, I think. But for me, definitely, like, I'm even trying to remember the last time I come across that. I'm just thinking now. Nope. It's been a minute. So yeah, that's a big one. Number 18. We're almost there. Number 18. Sometimes we just need to vent. You don't need to fix it for us. Yes, I will definitely second that one for sure. Like, I love it that you guys have, like, you want to fix things and it's simple, but sometimes, listen, we just need to just, like, let it out, talk to you about how terrible Susan at work was or whatever it is, just, like, let it out. And that's it, whether it's right or wrong, I do not know. But sometimes we don't need to come with a solution, because that can sometimes come across maybe condescending. Maybe that's why women don't like that. I don't know. But yeah, if we want you to fix it, we'll probably ask. We'll say, okay, what do you think I should do? And then just come up with your fix, because you guys are quite good at that. You like that role, just you like to go into the fixing mode. And that's great. Number 19, the last one. RESPECT, respect. Yes, absolutely respect. But I'll say it is also earned. So as a woman, you have to ooze respect and command it. One that definitely does it is Mistress Marley, Inside the Mind of a Dominatrix. That was one of the last episodes before Christmas. I think it was episode 19 or 18. Yeah, I think it was 18. So, but yeah, absolutely. But it's also earned. But when you meet a woman, when you go on a date with a woman, just after get-go, just respect her like she respects you. I think it's important that we men and women will respect each other. So just go with like respect, don't insult people. Like the guy yesterday on the day who was really like, I had really issues with his hygiene. It was really hard for me to just not pull faces, and I think I was pulling faces, to be quite honest, because he was doing weird things. But I still listened to him. Well, I almost had no choice because he made me listen. But okay, after that, but I was trying as hard as I could not to be disrespectful. But I think you have to respect everyone of the get-go. And if they are not earning your respect, maybe you should just need to walk away. If you don't respect them, walk away. But yeah, so that's that. Okay, so actually, I have another one. I forgot. I have one, and actually, I should probably have made that top of the list, actually. Number 20. If she's in a bad mood, or seem to be in a bad mood, give her a snack. I'm telling you, give her a snack. 90% of the time, when I'm in a bad mood, I'm hungry. Literally, that's all I am, hungry. So, if she's in a bad mood, give her a snack. If that doesn't work, make sure she takes a nap. And I mean a nap. If that still doesn't work, then you probably need to talk. But when she's less grumpy. But honestly, a snack, you have no idea how much snack means to us. Just food, blood sugar levels. Oh my goodness. You have, honestly, just have a snack with you at all times. When you date a woman, have a snack. Make sure you always have £10 to go and let's go sit down, have some French fries. Whatever it is, or let's go and have a smoothie. Just make sure you always have some cash or a snack on you for some emergency food. Okay, and if she needs a nap, Just go home. Tell her we'll just chill. Pretend you want to watch a movie. Let her fall asleep. Let her fall asleep. Let her sleep it off. And then she'll be in a much better mood when she wakes up. That's it. That should have been actually number one almost. But yeah. So that's it. So that's it for today. Really, thank you so much for listening to this. I'm really, really excited. And really, again, a happy new year 2020. Happy new decade. I'm sure you've heard about it tons of times. Again, if you want to nominate a guest to come on the show, please get in touch. All the links are in the show notes. Leave a review as well. Honestly, it really helps. Like, go rate, review, subscribe, follow on Spotify, comment, see me on social media, you know, all the usual. Big kisses to you all. Thank you so much. And until next time.
Using health inappropriately.